Hey guys, come on downstairs. We are doing a little Minnesota Twins franchise action here for you today. It is games 108 through 111 of year number 3, and we're facing the Baltimore Orioles from home, and we're just coming off a sweep of the Toronto Blue Jays. We're in August of year number 3. We're 1-0. We've got a 4-game series with the Orioles and then a 2-game series with the San Francisco Giants before we head out on the road. So game number 108, we come in at 56 and 51, and the Orioles stomp us 9-3. Chris Davis 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. Joey Rickard 3 for 5 with an RBI, 2 runs scored. Brad Brock gets the win, and JT Chargois gets the loss with just a third of an inning pitched. He gave up 1 hit, 1 run, and that turned the table for the Orioles in their favor. So we lose the first game of this 4-game series. We head into game number 109. The Orioles are 48 and 60. We are 56 and 52. And the Orioles, that is not a misprint. It is the exact same score as game number 1. The Orioles beat us 9-3. This time, Nick Markakis 2 for 5 with a pair of doubles, 4 runs batted in. Corbin Joseph went 4 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Joey Rickard again with a big game, 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Giovanni Gallardo gets the win. Taylor Rogers gets the loss in his second start. And Darren O'Day gets the save. All right, game number 3 of this series, 110 on the season. And we are coming in at 56 and 53. The O's at 49 and 60. They are last place in the AL East. We are first place in the AL Central. Still hanging on to that, despite losing the first 2 games of this series. Orioles will come with LAGARES, Markakis, Chris Davis, Trumbo, Evan Gattis, Adam Jones, Jonathan Scope, Corbin Joseph, and Asdrubal Cabrera. We've got Myers, Piscotty, Valbuena, Sano, Rosario, Mesoraco, Peterson, Bonifacio at short today in place of Nunez, and Byron Buxton out in center field. Orioles will send Mike Wright to the hill. He is 1-2, making his 5th start. 17 strikeouts to 4 walks, a 1.57 whip, and a 3.98 ERA. Jose De Leon will go for us, making his 15th start on the year. 3.86 ERA, 79.1 innings, 69 hits, a 1.06 whip, and he is really close to officially being a rookie. So Evan Gattis, 249 average, 16 home runs, runners on first and second with 2 outs, top of the first inning. And Gattis takes ball 1. From Jose De Leon, second delivery to Gattis. He fouls this one off the plate. 1-1 count. Check swing, called strike 2. And this slider breaks down and away off the plate. 2-2 delivery from De Leon. And it's grounded to the right side through the hole. Now a run's going to round third, and the throw is going to be up the first baseline. And the O's jump out to a 1-0 lead. RBI for Evan Gattis in the first. We get out of the inning without any further damage done, and it's 1-0 Orioles. Bottom of the first inning, Luis Valbuena. He's batting .282, runners on first and second, a 3-1 count, and he's going to draw ball 4 from right. And that'll load up the bases for Eddie Rosario. 279 hitter, 7 home runs, and the first pitch just off the plate. There is 1 out now in the inning. Second pitch is high. Wright's getting himself into a jam with the bases loaded. And Rosario swings through the changeup. 2-1 count. 17 pitches so far in the first inning. This one taken for strike 2. And this one fouled off down the left field line. Another 2-2 delivery from Mike Wright. And Rosario fouls another one off down the left field line. I think I said right field line last time. Definitely the left field line down there. And this slider's off the plate. So we got a 3-2 count. Nowhere to put Rosario. And here's a drive deep to right center field. That one's got a chance. Adam Jones going back, and it's gone. A bottom of the first inning grand slam for Eddie Rosario. And the Twins jump out to a 4-1 lead. We go to the second inning. Asdrubal Cabrera, he's batting .259 with 8 home runs, 34 driven in. Runner on second base and a 2-2 count, and Cabrera's going to drive this one into center field. Buxton will cut it off. Run will come in to score easily. It's 4-2. And we are going to have to take Jose De Leon off the hill, and he is going to be taken off for an MRI. And Trevor May is going to have to come in, so not good. This early in the game, we're going to have to go to the bullpen, and it will stretch our bullpen a little bit. Nick Markakis at the plate now. With one out, still top of the second inning. He chops one down the first baseline. A run's going to come in to score. And Trevor May will throw Markakis out at first. So a swinging bunt gets the job done, brings the Orioles within a run as we go to the third. Fernando Abad now taking the place of Trevor May. We're just going to have to put a patchwork of pitchers into this game to try to get us through it. Unless we want to warm up one of our starters and then call somebody up to make a spot start in his place. But Fernando Abad gets the ground ball double play to end the inning. We go to the fourth inning, still a 3-2 lead for the Twins, or a 4-3 lead, excuse me, for the Twins. Jace Peterson batting .287 now, a 3-2 count with nobody on and nobody out. And he's going to lace this one down the third base line. That one's inside the bag, gets to the wall. And Peterson's going to stop at second with a double. Leadoff double. Now we've got one out. Byron Buxton at the plate. 67th pitch of the night for Mike Wright here in the fourth inning. Slider. Taken for ball one, up and in by Byron Buxton. He's got one home run on the season. Takes ball two. Almost hit a second home run in that last episode against the Blue Jays. It went off the very top of the wall. And here is a chopper to the right side. That's going to get the job done. A run's going to come in to score, and Buxton almost beats it out. Jonathan Scope charging. Gets Buxton for the second out of the inning, but it is 5-3 Twins at the end of four. And the Twins have done all their damage on just 3 hits. Of course, 4 of those came on Eddie Rosario's grand slam. Jimmy Dyer, who we just called up from AAA. Sorry I didn't inform you guys of that call-up. We just barely called him up and sent Carlos Frias back down. Jimmy Dyer came over in a trade at the trade deadline not too long ago, and he had some major league experience so far this year. Here's the ground ball to the left side. And the throw to third is in time. A run does come in to score. We're all tied up at 5. Nick Markakis with his 38th RBI of the year. Jimmy Dyer came over from the Cardinals. Sorry, guys, I was trying to think of where he came from. He came over from the Cardinals with Stephen Piscotty in that trade, but we sent him down to AAA. We have called him up. And he gives up the hit to score the tying run, but he does get out of the inning. 5 runs on 12 hits for the Orioles. And we go to the 7th inning now, all tied up at 5. Jimmy Dyer still on the hill, facing Jonathan Scope now, who is 2 for 2 on the day with a double. He is batting a meager 182 on the season. Don't know how he still has a job in the starting lineup with the Orioles. 1-2 count. Here is the delivery from Jimmy Dyer. And it is a slider. Gets Jonathan Scope to swing and miss. And we go to the middle of 7. It's still 5-5. And Dylan Bundy will come on for the Orioles, making appearance number 33 out of the bullpen. And he is facing Stephen Piscotty. And Piscotty swings and misses at the breaking ball. For strike one. He's got a runner on first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, trying to break a 5-5 tie. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Bundy, and it is fouled off by Piscotty down the right field line. Another pitch fouled off, still 1-2. And this one is taken high for ball 2. And then Piscotty drives this one deep to center field. That one has a chance. Adam Jones is going back, and he'll make the catch on the run. Right at the warning track. And that keeps the game tied for the time being. Luis Valbuena steps in now. Valbuena with a runner on first and 2 outs. The batter right after Piscotty. Valbuena is going to drive this one into the gap in left center field. That one's got a chance. It goes to the base of the wall, and that's going to drive in the go-ahead run. Relay not even close. Will Myers comes in to score, and the Twins lead 6-5 at the end of 7. Here in Minneapolis, Target Field, Third game of a 4-game series with the Orioles. We dropped the first two by identical scores of 9-3. JT Chargois now on for appearance number 43. He's got a 2.04 ERA. And he'll face the left fielder, Juan Lagares. With 2 outs and nobody on, JT Chargois facing Lagares. First delivery from Chargois is taken for strike one. That one hit 99 miles an hour on the gun. Second pitch, that one eclipsed 100. Triple digits from JT Chargois. And the 0-2 delivery. Another fastball up out of the zone. That one clocked at 97. But 3 pitches is all Chargois needs to get the third out of the 8th inning, and we go to the 9th. Kevin Segrist on, looking for save number 33. He has 32 saves and 33 save opportunities, has only blown 1 this season. Lefties are hitting 176 against him, and righties are hitting 186. And he's going to face Nick Markakis here to start off the inning. In the top of the 9th, Segrist, the lefty, ground ball to the right side, gets under the glove of, I think that was Valbuena at first. And we've got a first base runner on here for the Orioles. Here's Chris Davis now facing Segrist. Twins trying to break this little mini 2-game losing streak. Chris Davis 2 for 4 on the day. 1-0 count. Delivery from Segrist. And that one crosses the plate. 4 strike 1. A lefty on lefty matchup here. Segrist has owned lefties this season. 2-2 delivery. Markakis, a lefty, just got a base hit on him. Will he give up 2 base hits in a row to lefties? And there's the breaking ball. That one's off the plate somewhere. And Chris Davis draws the walk. So Segrist getting himself in a bind here in the 9th inning. Runners on first and second with nobody out. And Mark Trumbo at the plate. Go-ahead run for the Orioles is on base. And Trumbo sitting fastball on the first pitch. Gets out in front of it and swings and misses. Oh, that wasn't the first pitch, my bad. That struck him out. That pitch struck out Trumbo. So we got 1 out. And Evan Gattis at the plate. He's batting .249 on the year. 13th pitch of the inning from Segrist. And Gattis drives this one down the right field line, but that's going to get into the seats. 0-2 delivery from Segrist. That one breaks around the plate. It's 1-2 to Evan Gattis. And a ground ball right up the middle. Could have been 2, but it gets under the glove of the shortstop, Eduardo Nunez, or Emilio Bonifacio, who is in for Nunez. That really could have ended the ball game with a double play, but the tying run comes in to score, and now we've got a squeeze play on, and the Orioles are going to take the lead. And Kevin Segrist has just blown his 2nd save all season long. And not only did he blow the save, he gave up the lead, gave up 3 runs, and the Orioles take an 8-6 lead into the bottom of the 9th. Luke Gregerson on to shut the door for the O's. He's also having a fantastic year. A 0.99 ERA, and he was the closer in the All-Star game back in July. And he almost hits Will Myers. With a runner on first and 1 out, Will Myers represents the tying run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Gregerson, delivery off the plate. It's a 2-1 count to Myers. Check swing, that one's off the plate as well, 3-1. And here is the pitch. That one catches the outside corner with a 2-seamer. 3-2 on to first. Another check at first. The speedy Byron Buxton. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Buxton's off and running. Swung on and missed by Myers, and Buxton is thrown out. A strike him out, throw him out, double play, ends the game. And the Twins trying to stay out of the ground ball double play, something that's plagued them in the last little while, and it backfires big time. And the Orioles get the win 8-6, and they have won 3 in a row in this series. Eddie Rosario 1 for 3 with a grand slam. Luis Valbuena 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and an RBI. Markakis went 3 for 5 with two RBIs. Evan Gattis 2 for 5 with a pair of RBIs. Dylan Bundy gets the win And Kevin Segrist gets the loss. All right, fourth and final game of the series. Game number 111 of the year, and the Orioles complete the 4-game sweep. 7-3 victory. Jose Barrios takes the loss. He only lasted 4 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs. And Kevin Gossman gets the win for the Orioles. Luke Gregerson with save number 27 on the year. And Mark Trumbo, 3 for 5. Evan Gattis went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs on the day. All right, let's close out this episode. Yankees, a 1-game lead on the Red Sox. The Blue Jays, 2 games back. We are maintaining a 2.5-game lead on the Tigers and a 3-game lead on the Indians, despite losing all 4 of those games against Baltimore. The Angels lead the American League West just ahead of the Texas Rangers. Over in the National League, the Nats, a 3.5-game lead on the Mets. The Cubs, 1.5 over the Pirates, 2 over the Cards. And the Dodgers, an 8.5-game lead over the Giants, who we will see next. A 2-game series with the Giants is next on the docket here on Minnesota Twins Franchise, here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming, Minnesota Twins Baseball.